Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Anhay LED candle lantern. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Let's get this open. So here we have the lantern. We have a charging cable and a manual. Let's take a look at the manual. So this has a hook, USB charging, dust plug, on-off switch, charging indicator, LED light. Materials are ABS plus silicone. Light source is LED. Light power supply is rechargeable batteries included. Work modes are warm light high, warm light medium, warm light low. 7 colors, RGB, light circle, and off. Rechargeable function, designed with USB input, equipped with a USB cable, allows for quick and convenient charging. Red indicator keeps on when charging. Green indicator keeps on after fully charged. Okay, so here's the light. So this has this faux wood grain on the top, has a button here, it has a wire and a hook, and the USB charge port is in the hook. And then this bottom part is silicone, so this is flexible. And then we have the light in here with the reflector. So let's turn this on. So there we go. I'll press it again. Okay, so this is a warm light. Now, when you see that flicker in there, that's due to my camera, not the light. The light is flashing very fast, but it's so fast a human can't see it, and that's common with LED dimming. So I'll turn the lights off and we'll take a look at this. Okay, so I'll turn this on. So here we have it on the warm light, and this is sitting on my bench, obviously. I'll lift this up. So I'll see what height I can hang this at. So I don't have a hook here, but this is about 3 foot above the surface. So at 3 foot, I can easily read this piece of paper here. Let me press it again. So this is on the dimmer mode. I can still read that. On the low mode, I can read it, but it's not as comfortable. It looks a little brighter in the camera than it is in person. So if I was doing reading, I'd probably want it on the brighter mode. If I just wanted this on for some ambient light, I think the lower mode would be better. And I'll hit it again, and this is the RGB mode. So it's currently red, and then it switches colors. So I'll pull that down here. So you can see this is switching through the different colors. So let's try charging this. So we have the charge cable here. I'll plug this into a USB charger. So you can use a phone charger. You could use a car, RV, outlet with a USB port, computer, or power bank, things like that. We'll plug that in here. Okay. So we're currently charging at 0.31 amps. So depending on the state of the charge of the lithium battery in here, this may charge faster or slower. And it's very difficult to see, but there is a little red light on here. I don't know if I can, yeah, it's very bright in this room. So there is a little red charge light in here telling me it's charging. So it does have a little cover here for the USB port. So I'm going to do some runtime tests with this so I can see how long the battery lasts on the different lighting levels. So I'll cut to a clip of the results of that here. Okay, so I ran some runtime tests on this. On the high mode, I got 28 hours. On the low mode, I got 39 hours. And on RGB mode, I got 17 hours. I didn't test the middle one, but it would be between 28 and 39 hours, likely. So if you're using this in the evening for, say, 8 hours, you could get almost 5 evenings out of this. Now, that's if you weren't recharging it during the day. So, if you had a solar panel or something you could charge this with, certainly you could run it indefinitely. But I would say that's a very good runtime on this. Now, one thing to point out is that it was at a certain brightness, but then it got to a point where it was dim, and it stayed at that dimness for a long time. I think on the low mode it might have even been a whole other day on that really low brightness, or certainly many hours. So that was a little different from some of the lights that I test, where once the battery is depleted they completely shut off. This went into that kind of dim mode. So that's the Anhay LED candle lantern. So I think a lantern like this would be good for ambient lighting. So if you have an RV or a campsite or a canopy, you can hang this up and have a little bit of lighting to give you reference of where you're at and just help you get around. I think this could also work well for some task lighting. So you could put this nearby a camp stove or something. I don't think this is the best option if you wanted to, say, light up a whole large outdoor tent or something. I think this would be better if you had, say, a few of these and you put them around the perimeter just to kind of mark the edges. I do think this would work very well inside of a tent where you don't need a super bright light. This would be perfect, especially if you turn this on low. It gives you enough light to get ready for bed or something without blinding you. I think that's a very good option for this. This would also work very good on a patio. You could hang this from a pergola or something. This is called a candle lantern. With that warm light, it gives that kind of a candle-like glow. So this would be good for areas where you want to relax. I like the build of this being silicone. It makes it super durable, so you're not worried about this breaking. I mean, silicone is incredibly tough stuff. It also has that RGB mode, so if you're in the party mood, turn it on RGB and you can have all those colors. I think my preferred mode will actually probably be on the low level, using this as ambient lighting. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.